Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we have a very interesting exponential equation which we are going to solve. So here we're going to find the value of x, and I need you to watch this video to the end so you see the steps that will lead to the answer. Are you ready? Let's begin. So what I have here is 1 over 9 all raised by x, and then minus 6 over 3 raised by x plus 8 is equal to 0. So what I will do first, let me distribute this x to 1 and to b, because of course if you have a over b from one of the laws of indices, this is equal to a raised by x over b raised by x. Okay, now applying this law here, I'm going to have what? 1 raised by x over what? 9 raised by x, then minus what? 6 over 3 raised by x plus 8 is equal to 0. All right. And here 1 raised by x is also 1, because even if 1 is 5, 1000, whatever it is, it will always return 1 if x is equal to any of those numbers. So I can write this as 1 over 9 raised by x minus 6 over 3 raised by x plus 8 is equal to 0. Looking at this, I know that I can express 9 as a power of 3, and I also have it here, because I will end up making 3 raised by x to become another variable just to have a simplified equation. So what I will do to 9 is to express it as a power of 3. So I'm going to have 1 over 3 raised by 2 in bracket multiplied by what? The exponent of x, then minus. See, what about 6 over 3 raised by x? I will rewrite it like what? Like this, 6 times 1 over 3 raised by x. Of course, if you multiply this, you get this back. So I'm trying to bring out 3 raised by x so I can easily plug in another variable to replace 3 raised by x. I hope you are with me. Now, see this. I still don't have 3 raised by x in a bracket. I can easily just switch the position of the exponent. So here I'm going to write 1 over 3 raised by x in bracket 2. It's the same thing. You can switch the position of the exponent. So minus, I'll just rewrite this as what? 6 over 3 raised by x plus 8 is equal to 0. Here I can now say let's use p. Let p be equal to 3 raised by x. Again, I'm doing this to have a very simple equation. So this will be 1 over, what will not be this now? You remember 3 raised by x is p, so that will be p squared, then minus 6 over what? What is this? P, because p is set to 3 raised by x, then plus 8 is equal to 0. Now, the next thing I will do, because I don't want a fraction here, I'm going to multiply through by the LCM of the denominator. Look at this. The LCM of p squared and p is what? P squared. So I'll multiply every single term by p raised to the power of 2. So that's this. Are you with me? Then minus p squared, bracket 6 over p, close bracket, plus what? P squared times 8, which is equal to 0. Now what's this? P cancels p, you have 1, then minus. P will cancel one of the p here, so you have p remaining, and p times 6 is what? Is 6p. Then what about this? 8 times p squared is what? 8p squared. This is equal to 0. So let's rearrange the terms. I'm going to have 8p squared minus 6p plus 1 is equal to 0. What I have here is a very simple quadratic equation. Now for us, I'm going to use the factorization method. I will multiply this constant term by this term, and I will have what? 8p squared. So you think of two factors. When you multiply, you get 8p squared. When you add these two factors, you get negative 6p. What are they? Yeah, minus 4p and minus 2p, they are going to work, because when you multiply these two, you will get 8p squared. But when you add these two terms, you get what? Minus 6p, which matches this. So we are going to use that. Okay, let's do that. So I'll write 8p squared and I'll replace negative 6p with what? Minus 4p minus 2p. And if you add these two, you get what? Negative 6p. Okay, so let's take the first two terms and factorize. What's common? 4p, open a bracket. 4p goes into 8p squared, you are going to have 2p. 4p goes into 4p, you have 1. So that's minus 1. Here, it might seem that there's nothing common, but 1 is always common. So let's factor out 1. 1 into 2p, you get 2p. Then 1 into 1. But remember that this is minus 1 into 1 is what? Minus 1. So what we have in the bracket are the same. You factorize again, so you have 2p minus 1. And then what you have outside, 4p are what? Negative 1. All is equal to 0. So what does this mean? That 2p minus 1 is equal to 0. From a zero product rule, I am going to set 2p minus 1 to 0, or 4p minus 1 to 0, or 4p minus 1 is equal to 0. We're trying to get the value of p from here and from here. So let's do that. I'm going to take negative 1 to the right hand side. You have positive 1. Same here, you have what? Positive 1. Divide both sides by 2. From here, p will be equal to 1 over 2. Or divide both sides by 4 here. P will be equal to what? 1 over 4. Very good, very good. But this is not the final answer. Recall that what? Recall that p is equal to what? 3 raised to power x. Okay? So I'm going to say when p is equal to 1 over 2, I am going to replace p with what? 3 raised to power x is equal to 1 over 2. So to bring down x to the same level as 3, I'm going to apply logarithm to both sides. So I will have log 3 raised to power x is equal to log 1 over 2. But hold on a minute. This 1 over 2, I want to rewrite it as 2 raised to the power of negative 1. Okay? Because 1 over 2, for one of the laws of indices, can be expressed as 2 raised to the power negative 1. So moving on, this x will be set to multiply the logarithm. So you have x log 3. And the same thing with negative 1 here. You have what? Minus 1 log 2. So let's divide both sides by log 3. So we have x standing alone. X will be equal to what? Minus 1 or minus log 2 over log 3. Now this is one of the values of x. Let's get the other one. Remember that p is also what? 1 over 4 here. So I'll say when p is equal to 1 over 4, when p is equal to 1 over 4, we have that what? P is equal to 3 raised to power x. So let's bring it back. So I have 3 raised to power x is equal to 1 over 4. See, 1 over 4 can be rewritten as what? 1 over 2 raised to the power of 2. Okay, so this is what 3 raised to power x is equal to. What about 1 over 2 raised to the power of 2? I can rewrite it like this: 2 raised to power negative 2. One of the laws of indices. The negative sign will take the reciprocal of the number. If you have 1 over m, this is equal to m raised to power negative 1. Or if you have a raised to power negative 1, this is equal to what? 1 over a. The negative sign will take the reciprocal of the value. So let's put this aside. So take logarithm of both sides because this x has to come down. So I have log 3 raised to power x is equal to what? Log 2 raised to power negative 2. X multiplies the logarithm, you have x log 3. And negative 2 multiplies the logarithm, you have minus 2 log 2. So we divide both sides by log 3. So x will be equal to what? Minus 2 log 2 over log 3. This is the second value of x. So let's put the two of them together. Therefore, x is equal to what? I think we got minus log 2 over log 3. Let me confirm that. True. Minus log 2 over log 3. Or x is equal to what? Minus 2 log 2 over log 3. I hope you found value from this video. If you enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe if you have not done so already, and ensure you like this video, share with your friends and family. Hope to see you in the next one. It's bye for now.